Welcome to part 1 of an introduction for Sky Village Trail of Spells, the game that improves your child's reading the more they play. Please note that this game requires 4 GB of RAM, so please check your device before starting. Tap the screen to continue to create the player profile. You can input the current grade of the child playing and the perceived level of reading of the child, as well as changing the name of the profile and the icon. This unique name will be used for each child playing. This name will be important when receiving data through the parental reports on the player's progress. When done, click Create Profile. I am currently playing as Tough Fantastic Huntswoman, but you can also create a new profile and have multiple players on the same device. Just be sure to click the correct profile to continue that save. We are now ready to click Start Game. This screen is here to ensure the game has sound. If you do not hear sound, please check if the device volume is on. If the device volume is on and you still do not hear sound, please make a bug report in the following screen by clicking the red Bug Report button.
In a land far, far away, up among the clouds, beyond the blue mountains, and besides...
This is the intro screen where the players will learn a little bit about this mysterious world, the characters, and the adventures to come.
In this village lives a warrior knight and...
I'm going to click New Adventure, hit Yes and Yes again. We must unlock Sky Village. Click the arrow on the right to continue.
Words are magical. Which ones look correct to you?
This activity sets a baseline for the current reading and word recognition abilities of the child. While it is set up as a game, it is designed to be a gentle test to set a benchmark. In order to get the most accurate data, this activity should be completed with no parental help. Encourage your child to complete it as best they can. You will see a little yellow check mark if you've completed the answer correctly, and a little red X if it is incorrect. This activity progresses regardless of the accuracy of the answers. This is the prologue scene where the child will have a short interaction with a mysterious enemy. This activity, along with the next one, sets a baseline for reading and comprehension. Click the arrow on the right to read the text. The child should be encouraged to read the dialogue themselves as best they can. And here we gauge the level of reading comprehension by asking the child to accurately complete the sentence based on the previous reading activity. You will see a little yellow check mark if you've completed the answer correctly, and a little red X if it is incorrect. Click the arrow on the right to flip to the next screen. This further explains the story and helps prepare the player before the game begins. Note that the player can go back to a previous page if desired.
It's a fine day in Sky Village. A fine day to rest and recover.
Here we have a menu that allows the player to view the game adventures. The game consists of a series of adventures set up like chapters in a storybook. The first adventure is called One Fine Day in Knight's Cottage. The player can always check this panel by pressing the scroll icon on the main game screen. There they can see their adventures, objectives, game maps, as well as adjusting some settings. We are now ready to press continue and start the adventure. This is Knight's Loft, where the player will be taught some of the basic actions needed to play the game. Swipe up on the alarm clock to turn off the alarm. Much like other games, this is a tutorial area.
Click this yellow button to read out text.
Throughout the game, there is a feature called Read Out that allows the player to hear text spoken in a generic voice. Click Read Out to hear the text spoken.
Good morning, Sky Village.
Tap the dialogue to continue. We are now teaching the child how to move about in the game.
Move about to see and find new things around you.
Click on the screen where you want the player to move. Please note that when you see a Don't Walk sign under Night, that means the character cannot be moved until something specific happens.
Very good, Knight. Explore your home.
For example, now that I have clicked the glowing clue nut, I can move the character. My first task is to make my bed. Click on the bed to make the bed. Here is the first learning puzzle that requires the child to find the correct configuration of letters. The player will learn more about the game and this fantastic world by doing little activities. For instance, here is a magical note that has come up from Marcella the Wizard. Click on the note to open the note. This is the wise wizard Marcella. She guides Knight throughout the game and teaches Knight some tips and tricks. Now let's change the player's appearance. Click on the blue box in the top right to change the player's appearance. You can change their hairstyle, skin tone, hair color, eyebrow color, eye color, and eye shape, nose, and outfits. When done, click I like this and yes to confirm. In this game, Knight does small activities where they learn more about this mysterious village. Glowing objects indicate there is something to be done. Let's tidy up this mess. Now I'm going to try and leave the door and see what happens. I still have to water my plant. I'm going to go to the cabinet to get my watering can out. Click on the plant to water the plant. It looks like Knight's pet dog Lance is ready for some food. Click on the door to continue to our email registration page. I will enter my email and phone number and send myself the secret key. Please be sure to check this box to accept the terms and conditions and privacy policy. Once you receive the email with the secret key, copy and paste it into the box below or type it in, keeping in mind that capitalization does matter. Now the door is open and the adventure continues. Thank you for watching part 1.